Welcome to the Sky Podcast. Ikaw naman, Sam, like, did you always plan to have a serious relationship? I mean, everybody before Essa thought that you were this playboy, would never settle down, would always just be dating around. Like, were you eventually planning to settle down talaga? Or did Essa change your mind? Or what? How was it?
Oo nga.
I was actually also single for 11 years.
Wait, hindi
Yeah.
not
before.
before me though. Not before.
Not before her. Then I had a girlfriend which was almost a year, hindi mabot ng 1 year. And then Essa. But before that, I was also single for 11 years. Just because, yun nga eh, the whole premise of boys' night out, it's not really to be bastos. It's not to be gago. It's boys being boys. If you get down to the premise of the show, Boys Night Out was all about 3 guys with microphones in a garage just hanging out. Just no bad words, of course you can't say that on air. So it's just 3 guys with microphones, say what you want to say, talk how guys talk like.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's so hard to separate, when people always ask me what's the difference between Samir Gogna and Sam YG. Of course we don't work with scripts. We don't work with anything like that, and we've been doing the show for 16 years every night. Talking for 4 hours out of our asses every single night. And we've had some really crazy times from our time slot back in 2006, which was 9 p.m. to midnight. Then we got 6 to 10. It was a whole journey. But I understand how the what do you call this? The
Conception.
persona.
the persona kind of casts a shadow even before you meet the person. No, and it's very true, and it's something I had to deal with, but it's something I had to accept also. Now, if I wanted this job, it really comes with that.
Right.
I can't be doing boys' night out and not have people. I've hosted events with like the mom would tell me, "Oh, kayo yung bastos sa radyo, di ba? Ba ikaw yun?" No, seriously, I've heard that probably 100 times. People go, kilala ko kayo yung gago sa radyo. Kayo yung bastos, kayo yung ganyan. But I listen to you guys. So the shadow that's cast by the show or the persona is already larger than who I am. So even before people get to know me, there's already that notion, no? So it's actually a bit tougher because now, parang you're guilty till proven innocent.
Yes.
Parang they're already now it's parang double the burden to prove na wait lang, that's a show. That's not necessarily who I am. Yeah. Even before it's usually baliktad, di ba? This is me, let me prove myself. Ito baliktad eh. Ikaw yung gago, prove yourself na hindi ka gago. It's a total opposite, seriously.
Yeah.
Through the years I've learned to live with that. I've had my fair share of being single as well. There was a time, at the peak of Boys Night Out 2010 ganyan, we used to be out 5 times out of 7 days a week, meeting people, going out. And then I had my single phase as well. Settling down, I have to admit that it never crossed my mind. As a matter of fact, we never even spoke about marriage.
Yeah, no,
even
never.
before I proposed to her, we never even probably mentioned the word wedding
Never.
or marriage. Ever.
Never
No
planned.
way.
Not even in our drunkest moments.
Yeah.
Never.
No way.
Yeah.
And it never bothered you, S?
No, also I think I even during that whole phase that I was in before Sam came along, I really was already at like some sort of point of acceptance that if it doesn't happen for me, then maybe it's just not for me. So I guess I had already, I mean, even growing up, I was never really an end all be all thing about marriage. So with Sam, I just wanted to enjoy the whole relationship as it is without having to apply any, unnecessary pressure. And it was actually ECQ already. COVID had already started on our second year, no? In the relationship. So, medyo weird also. Ang dami ng pressures, ang dami ng anxiety. And then, eto pa ako, parang, papakasal na ba tayo? O hindi. So, it wasn't really at the top of my head also. I just wanted to, I just wanted, if anything, 2020 was just about staying safe and, making sure that everything will be okay in terms of the finance part and, just your work and everything. So it never really was a big thing for us both. So that's why when he proposed, I was like absolutely shocked. Like I didn't expect it, although a few friends had already mentioned that, when you guys went to Aman, or when you guys
Kala
went
namin
to
yun na.
yeah,
Kala namin, yun na.
kasi we would be able to like sneak in a few vacations during like the whole COVID period. So we grabe, pumalo nga yung BP ko. I'm not even kidding. Nung Aman Polo, kasi I mean, why would he spend so much ganon? So in my head, parang wait lang, what's happening? So as in the tarmac, sobrang taas ng blood pressure ko.
They weren't gonna allow us in the plane kasi when you go to Aman, the doctor has to check you first before boarding the plane, and her BP was so high that they weren't allowing her to board.
No way.
And I was like, I am not gonna believe this na alam mo yun, everything's paid for already. And kasi it was a surprise. I didn't tell her. I said we're gonna go drive to Pangasinan.
Yeah, so like may shorts yung cut off lang na may butas pa, nakachinelas lang ako.
She didn't pack Aman Polo stuff. Talaga she packed talagang
may baon pa akong
chinelas, ganon.
What do you call that, yung saba? Yung that banana, yung saba, the one that you boil. May baon pa ko.
Kardabang na saging.
In like a basket and everything. Tapos parang, and then we pulled up like, why are we heading to Pasay? His brother was driving. Tapos sabi ko, why is your brother picking us up? No, kasi the car is with him. Okay, so he just didn't like drive over here with the car. It was weird. And then finally when we get to like the whole port, I was like super shocked. And then they had to do like a whole checkup. And then they took my blood pressure and they said, "Ma'am, do you have like hypertension?" So I said, "No, not that I know of." And then there's like, super taas ng BP mo, ma'am. Wait, you need to calm down kasi
we can't let you board unless it's a certain level.
So when you say something like that, someone's already like, super tense. So I mean, how do I even like, okay, so do I just like tell myself to calm down? But anyway, the short of the point is, I had no idea. So a few friends would actually, say na, when you guys went to Aman, we really thought, it even got to a point that my mom even said, did he propose? Because like so weren't you like, aren't you supposed to know before me? Like, isn't he supposed to, I don't know, ask permission? But anyway, so there was that kind of talk, but between us both, there was never any, sort of pressure. I never also brought it up. He never brought it up. We never talked about it. If anything, if someone asked us, sobrang awkward naming dalawa. Well, as in super changed topic, super layo ng topic. Like, when I would tease his brother na, mag-second baby na ba kayo? And then the brother would be like, hindi, inaantay pa namin kayo. Okay, you know what? So, talaga switch naman topic.
So, for me naman, going back, I also, so I was at that stage in my life where it was, career, and of course, work and all that. I was with ESA, but I guess it just hits you at one point that it wasn't also an age thing. As a matter of fact, my mom already kind of accepted na this, because my other siblings are all married, and she kind of accepted na, this si Sam siguro, he's so focused on work that I don't see him really settling down. Parang I'm one of those guys that are super focused on work. But I guess ESA changed everything, and you start to see things, other perspectives of life. Because if it's just you and yourself, this is all you're looking at. And when she came into my life, then, I started enjoying days off. She probably knows this, but before talagang no days off.
Absolutely no days off.
Monday to Sunday, I'd be doing something.
If you guys want to hear the full episode, you can
check us out on Spotify.
Spotify.
It's free, guys. It's free.
See you there.
SKYPODCAST.
SKYPODCAST.